Former NRL star Jarryd Hayne has had his convictions quashed for sexually assaulting a woman in Newcastle in 2018. He's been tried 3 times over the incident. Reporter Jamie McKinnell was in court and joins us now live. Jamie, can you remind us of the charges here and how Jarryd Hayne appealed the conviction?
Good morning, Gemma. Well, last year, the 36-year-old was sentenced to nearly 5 years in prison for sexually assaulting a woman in her Newcastle home on the night of the 2018 NRL Grand Final. Now, he was found guilty by a jury of 2 counts of sexual intercourse without consent. Hayne's appeal has today succeeded on 2 grounds. One of the grounds was concerning the trial judge's decision not to allow further cross-examination of the complainant in his most recent trial. And the second ground in which he's appealed and then succeeded on was concerning a direction the judge gave to the jury about how the jurors should treat alleged lies told by the complainant in this matter. The outcome of this case today, the appeal was that the appeal has recommended the conviction be quashed and that a new trial may take place. But the interesting thing here was the court was split 2 judges to 1 about whether that outcome should be the case. Today, Justice Stephen Rothman has said whether there will be a further trial is a matter for the New South Wales Director of Public Prosecutions. Jarryd Hayne, we saw, appeared by a video link from a prison in New South Wales, and he didn't really give much of a reaction when he found out that he has succeeded on this appeal. This court case has a pretty convoluted history. As you said, he's been tried 3 times over this alleged incident in 2018. His first trial ended in a hung jury. There was a second trial in which he was convicted, but then he won an appeal overturning that conviction. And the third trial, as I mentioned before, resulted in this now quashed conviction. So it is certainly a pretty complex matter up until this point.
And Jamie, is Jarryd Hayne likely to be released from custody today?
It's certainly possible, but we won't know until at least this afternoon. The problem today for the Court of Appeal in deciding whether bail should be granted was that there was no representative from the DPP in court to make submissions or be heard on that question. Justice Rothman said that this is a matter that should be dealt with very quickly in terms of Jarryd Hayne's bail. The judge said his inclination was to have the court contact the DPP and see what the situation is, and then have someone from the DPP come to the court here in Sydney and see if they want to make any submissions. The judge also weighed up that the alternative for him was to simply grant bail on some previous conditions that Jarryd Hayne has been adhering to, such as being of good behaviour. But that was really an unresolved question. So where we stand right now, we're going to have another argument possibly about that in court. It'll start from midday, but we won't know for sure whether Jarryd Hayne will be released from prison until this afternoon.